Hello, everybody, and how are you? I'm good, and I hope you are good. The economy of a country is one of the most important things in matters of people's life in that country. Today, I want us to talk about not necessarily our economy, but ask ourselves, why is our country's economy bigger than most countries that we play against in matters football, and they are always beating us? Why does our economic mightiness does not translate into our Harambee Stars performance, youth football performance, starlets performance, and even the 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 payment to players in our Kenyan football? If you look at our economy, is is very different. It's a different picture to what happens when it comes to football. And this issue is really important, and I want to narrow it to Harambee Stars' performance compared to many other countries that we have played against that have poor economy than Kenya. Because unless we start also relating our economy and relating our economy to our performance, and why is our football is not making any money, why is there no money in our Kenyan football, why is the federation and the Kenyan Premier League and going downwards, they are not able to find a way to engineer and to grow our Kenyan economy, our Kenyan football economy. This is a very important aspect when it comes to football, and we must talk about it. I want to talk about Senegal. Senegal that you know that was in our group when Kenya went to AFCON in Egypt. The economy of Senegal is 25 billion US dollar. And let me start by telling you that the economy of Kenya is 100 billion US dollar. That is the money that Kenya make in an entire year, from Mama Mboga to Mkokoteni to President Uhuru to Bidco to Safaricom. All the money that is made in Kenya, that is called the country's GDP, is 100 billion US dollar. Okay? Everything, pesa yote ambayo inatengezwa Kenya in 1 year. Now, don't confuse the money that is made in Kenya and the money that the government collects. That's called government revenue collection, which is about 1.5 trillion Kenya shilling. Yeah. And the government borrows more money so that it can spend in what the government want to spend, which is around 3 trillion Kenya shillings. So the government has to borrow to add to the 1.5 trillion Kenya shilling that is collected, yeah, in the country. That is a total different story to when we talk of a country's GDP. Country's GDP, which I have just said, Kenya's GDP is 100 billion US dollar. That is what Kenya economy makes in an entire year. Yeah. Now, if Kenya economy, yeah, is 100 billion US dollar, and the country and a country like America has 15 trillion US dollar as the economy. England has 2.5 trillion US dollar as the economy of the country. Kenya has 100 billion. So for you to know, England is 26 times richer than Kenya. That is how you work, how countries are poor, how countries are rich. But let us go back to our main topic. Senegal economy is 25 billion US dollar. That means Senegal is 4 times poorer than Kenya. But when it comes to football, Senegal will perform, will outsmart Kenya any day, any night, even without training. Why? Let us go to a country called Zambia. Zambia's economy, yeah, is again 25 billion US dollar. That makes the economy of Zambia the same as that of Senegal, 25 billion US dollar. If you divide 100 billion US dollar to 25 billion US dollar, which is the economy of Zambia as well as Senegal, you will see that Zambia is 4 times poorer than Kenya. But Zambia can beat Kenya any day. Zambia is taking talents from Kenya and they're playing in Zambia and being paid 300,000 Kenya shilling per month. Why? A country that is 4 times poorer than Kenya has become a talent drain. It is taking talent from Kenya to Zambia. Zambia national team beats Kenya. let us go down. Let us talk about Eritrea. This is the one I cannot stop talking about. You know, our team, yeah, Harambee Stars, yeah, was beaten by Eritrea last game, yeah, 4-1. That is Eritrea. Eritrea, yeah, economy is 2.5 billion US dollar. That makes Eritrea 50 times poorer than Kenya. And Eritrea national team beaten Harambee Stars last year. We all know that. Why? Why? Now, I made a video about it. You can go and search that video about Kenya versus Eritrea. And I asked so many questions that today I have never got answers. Now, a country that is 50 times poorer than Kenya, yeah, and it can beat us. And the population of Eritrea is just 3 million. And they can produce players that are good to beat Kenya, a country of 50 million, Kenya, and a country that has an economy that is 50 times bigger than Eritrea. Jameni, why again? Now, let's talk about Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone can beat Kenya any day, any night. And you know, Sierra Leone had already beaten Kenya in 2018 July, yeah, because it was in Kenya's group during the AFCON qualification. But because Sierra Leone was banned by FIFA, so it was eliminated from the group. But it had already beaten Kenya last year, July, and not last year, 2018 July, under Okumbi as the coach. The team was beaten by Sierra Leone. But the economy of Sierra Leone, once again, is 25 times smaller than that one of Kenya, because Sierra Leone GDP is just 4 billion US dollar, and Kenya GDP, or the economy, is 100 billion US dollar. So 100 billion US dollar divided by 4 billion US dollar, which is the economy of Sierra Leone, that makes Sierra Leone 25 times poorer than Kenya. But it is beating us. It has good talent. It can nurture talent. My God, my brothers, my sisters, this area is of economy, and why we keep getting beaten, why our economic might as a country does not translate into our football and into our national team, despite the funding that the government and FIFA gives to the federation. These are issues, serious issues, and we need answers. Now, let us talk of Mozambique. We know the last game, 2019 November, Kenya played Mozambique under Kemanzi, and Kenya was beaten by Mozambique. The economy of Mozambique is 6 times poorer. Yeah, Mozambique is 6 times poorer than Kenya. Yeah, because Mozambique economy is 15 billion US dollar. So 100, roughly call it 100 billion US dollar, that is Kenya, divided by 15 billion US dollar, that is Mozambique economy. It is going to give you 6 times. So Mozambique is poorer 6 times than Kenya. But it is still frustrated us. It is still managed to beat us. The last one is Cape Verde. Jameni, my fellow Kenyans. Cape Verde GDP is 2 billion US dollar. Yeah. So so 2 billion US dollar, if you think about it, I think that is the wealth of Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta, yeah, businesses and that is the equivalent of Cape Verde as an economy. But this is not the point. Cape Verde economy 2 billion US dollar. If you divide 100 billion US dollar, that is Kenya, by 2 billion US dollar, you will find out Cape Verde is 50 times poorer than Kenya. And again, Cape Verde population is 500 million. Therefore, the population of Kenya is 20 times bigger than Cape Verde. The economy of Kenya is bigger, yeah, and it makes Cape Verde economy to be 50 times, yeah, poorer than Kenya. And again, Cape Verde can have enough talent to beat Kenya. If we don't question these things, if we don't focus on what we are doing in terms of our national teams, women teams, Harambee Stars, youth teams, and all of that, we are going to keep beaten day and night by teams that we should be able to, to beat them. You know, we just talked about all these teams, but what are we going to do about it as a country? That is why I'm saying we need to reflect and to think and understand that the way our system of football is, the way our federation is, we are going nowhere. We will have prophets coming and talking about things and they are never implemented. Therefore, Wakenya wenzangu, today I want to leave this as as a food for thought for you. And please, if you have any answer, tell me why you think that the federation never addresses the issues of football economy. The federation never addresses the poverty of our football players and the money that they are paid. The brain drain, now talents going to Tanzania and to Zambia, and now here we are, in a cycle of football elections and talk of Team Blues and Team Orange and God knows who else. The issues are never addressed in our Kenyan football. Please, my fellow Kenyans, let us have a new thinking. Let us have a new mindset. That is the only way we are going to change our Kenyan football, and that's the only way that our football is going to be economically viable to the country and help anyone who is involved in our Kenyan football. I leave you in peace. I'm gone.